So in this video, I'll be talking about Little's Law and its universal nature and an example to show its application in fields other than supply chain management, and also provide an example of how startups can use it as a metric to evaluate their performance. So Little's Law comes up in a field known as queuing theory, which is a mathematical model to study waiting lines or queues so that the lengths of queues or waiting line time can be predicted. A queue can simply be denoted as a node with an arrival and departure points. The queuing theory can also be considered a part of operations research because the results we derive from it are often used to make business decisions about the resources which needs to be provided for a service. So we see the statement of Little's law. So Little's law, given by John Little, states that the long-term average number of customers in a stationary or stable system is equal to the long-term average effective arrival rate multiplied by the average time that a customer spends in the system. So Little law says that the average number of customers in a system can be determined by the product of the effective arrival rate, or simply the arrival rate of the customers in the system multiplied by the average time the customer spends in the system. So it can be simply represented as L, which is the average number of customers in the system, equal to arrival rate lambda times the average time the customer spends in the system. So L equal to lambda W is a simple statement of Little's law. Little's law sounds very trivial, but the simplicity is that the relation is not influenced by any of the other factors other than the arrival rate and the average time the customer spends in the system. It's not influenced by the color of the site, the distribution of content, or the price of the product. All these things or all the other factors are secondary. The average number of people in the system are only determined by the average time and the arrival rate of the customers. The arrival rate and the average time the customer spends can be dependent or are dependent on the secondary factors, but the major part of Little's law is that uh, the effect of this is determined by the two factors, and those two determine the average number of people in the system. So the only thing that matters is how fast the visitors are coming and how long they are staying. Everything else is secondary. So as I said, that everything else is secondary, or the secondary the things like service distribution or service order are determining the stay of the customers in the system, length of stay of customers in the system, and the arrival rate. So, Little's law also does not only apply to quiz in physical store, it also applies to networks or any system where there is flow. So, Little's law can be used to describe any system which flows, or quiz which can be denoted like I said that it is a node with an arrival and departure point. Let's take an example of Google as a search engine. As a search engine, Google has the highest arrival rate of visitors, namely lambda. Whenever anyone wants to search for something on the internet, Google is the most preferred search engine. But we can say that the users don't stick around on Google only for much. They quickly browse, and then leave for the link they had come or website they had come searching for. So we can see that Google has done a phenomenal job at building up that arrival rate, what made the company what it is today. But if we look at the initiatives at Google currently, you can see that all of them target the second part of the Little's law, which is the average time a customer spends at the Google property. So Google has been diversifying in other fields such as mail, Duo, and making other applications so that they can increase the average time a customer spends on their services, which is in accordance to Little's law. We have data from ComScore. This dates back to March 2014. It is a bit old, but for the application of Little's law, for the understanding of application of Little's law, it does not matter much. See that in the table, the number of search queries in the time frame of per month comparing Microsoft which use and Google. So we can see that per month, Google received around 13 billion searches, which translates to around 400 million queries per day, 18 million per hour, and approximately 5,000 per second. A quick comparison to Bing, which is the Microsoft search engine, looks like it had 1,500 search queries per second. So if you wonder if Bing had at any point exceeded Google's 5,000 per second search rate, it can be true or not. If yes, that's a good sign for Bing and bad for Google, and it's equally important for Bing to figure out the reason for that jolt, and investigating such short bursts of higher than usual traffic leads to significant hints versus observing daily or monthly numbers. So if Bing investigates the jolt due to the shorter burst, it can investigate the reason behind that and extrapolate it to increase its search rate in the future. Now, if we consider Facebook, Facebook can be considered to have a great arrival and rate and as well as time spent in the store. But the arrival rate is not as high as Google because it is not a search engine and people uh, visit Facebook only occasionally. This is why like the projects and acquisitions and Facebook target at increasing the arrival rate so that we can visit Facebook more times per day and increase the number of average number of people in the system. So basically we saw that both Google and Facebook use Little's law to improve the average number of people in the system and hence their profits. So operation management managers and entrepreneurs are more concerned with the through output rate rather than the arrival rate. Through output rate is nothing but the overall time spent or the average time spent by a customer in the system. But the through output rate is important only if there is arrival. So arrival if there is no arrival, then the through output rate is not important. So by Little's law, we can show that both the through output rate and the arrival rate is equally important. So arrival is certainly a binary function without which there is no usefulness. So once a visitor arrives, the key metric to monitor is how fast they arrive, not how many. So the arrival rate of the visitor is determined by how fast they arrive and how not how many. So now we can see the implication of Little's law to startups. For investors evaluating startups, it's best to examine traffic figures at the lowest level of granularity possible. So, like even if the monthly traffic on the startup's website is low, surges in traffic at much smaller time intervals can provide traces of higher value. So, like if the startup has a surge at a certain period of time, it can investigate the reason behind it and extrapolate it so that it can have a higher value in the future. But the reverse also is true that dips in arrival rate may suggest potential problems. For an entrepreneur, instead of focusing on the monthly stats, they should work on how to increase the searches per second, particularly for those who want to disrupt a certain market. The traffic numbers may be up and down all over the place throughout the month, but it is the peak of traffic that should deserve the attention. Further, it is important to focus on why and how the influx of visitors surged in the smallest time frame available. So, for entrepreneurs to work on the to improve the search per second rate and to evaluate the reason behind the surge in a certain time period is more important, and figure out ways to sustain that instead of focusing on the monthly unique, which can result in higher gains. So Little Slow provides hints for social or viral growth because in both cases influence is spread out in short bursts as people visit the site, page, app almost all at the same time. So the phenomena of higher burst or traffic influx is known as viral influx, which is the dream of a startup, and this can be achieved through higher search rates, and then thus investigating not on a monthly basis but investigating the peaks and the reasons behind it can help the startup to work in that direction and to gain some level of stickiness to keep the people around. These are the following references which we used. So the presentation was mostly influenced by this reference, which is an article which I found very interesting, and so thought that we could make a video about it. And the other information is taken from Wikipedia and other sections. So thank you.